Hey guys, Todd here. Going to show you the walkthrough of setting up the Starbucks mocha machine and the process that you have to go through to make sure it works correctly. I've read a lot of reviews online saying people's had a lot of trouble with it, and it seems like a lot of the advice that people have been given online is you have to read the manual and make sure you follow every step before you use your machine. And I haven't used the machine yet, so this will be the first time and give you a run through. The manual says that the first time setup you have to run water through it at least 5 times to make sure it's clean and ready to go. And another tip, a suggestion is after every use, make sure you run the clean again to properly make sure it's clean. So right now what we're going to do is do the initial quick setup guide, and then we'll go in and actually make a coffee. So first it tells you should make sure to fill up the water thing up to the line, and you put it in the back. So that's the first step. Alright, so we got that in there. Second says to plug the machine in. Now it says, number 3 is to push the power button on the machine top, which is right here. So we'll push it on. Okay, I've got lights. It says wait until the lights stop blinking for 15 seconds. So after it stops blinking, it's still blinking currently. Once it's done, the machine is ready to rinse. So we need to get a cup, like so, and you place it on the drip tray like this, and then make sure this lever right here is closed. Another tip is, guys, we've been reading online, is make sure this thing is snapped down in place very secure so you don't get any spillage or anything like that when you actually put the little coffee thing in it. So just a little tip. So it says for step 7 is before the initial use, rinse the machine 5 times, like I said previously. And this is how you do the following process to do it 5 times. So basically first you press the espresso button, which is the top button. There's 3 buttons right here. It's espresso, latte, and then I believe brewed coffee. So it says rinse the machine 5 times. So press the espresso button. Water will pour through the empty cup. Repeat the process 4 more times. So basically we hit the espresso button once, and then we continue to do it 5 times. Okay, I've done the initial cleaning setup. I did it 5 times, like I said. Little tip, make sure you use tap water when you're going to do the cleaning, but when you're going to do your actual espresso, dump out the rest of the water and then put in like filtered water, bottled water. If you have a refrigerator that does water, use that instead of using tap water for your espresso. So now let's get into actually making the espresso. I'm going to do this exactly as it comes with the machine. I'm going to use the actual milk pod and the Starbucks coffee. Like I said before in the unboxing video, if you haven't watched that, go back and watch that. But we have a frother here, but that you should use to use the foam and stuff like that. But we're going to use the milk pod because this is the way Starbucks wants you to use it. So we're going to go as the way as they advertise it. So let's get started. First off, to make a mocha, I'm going to use some chocolate to put in the cup before I do anything. This is basically, I just got at the store. It's a CBTL chocolate powder. Starbucks actually does sell mocha powder, but I guess it's only a limited time. I think they only do it to the holidays. You can get like a 14-ounce tin. So if you're wanting exactly like a Starbucks mocha, you probably want to pick up the mocha powder from Starbucks. You can get that online. I'll post the link below. So anyway, we'll put this in the cup here. I'm very leery on this. I mean, I'm a huge Starbucks mocha fan, and I will know right away if this does not taste like the one I get at the store. So that's why I'm curious. That's why we're a little lenient on picking up this machine. So here we go. First, we're going to do the milk pod. So it tells us to take the milk pod, put it in here, make sure we close the lever really tight, and then we hit the 3rd button on the below, which is a solid white cup, which is the milk pod button. So let's put this in here. As I said before, this is the first time I've ever done this, so if we screw up, we'll just see how easy this really is, and if we make mistakes, we make mistakes. And I can see already the milk pod goes in kind of weird. So we push that down, we hit the milk pod button. Milk's coming out, so that's a good sign. So basically let this go through this. Once the milk's done, we'll take the coffee here and we'll put that in the tray here and put it down, and we'll hit the espresso button and we should be good to go. And we'll have to mix it, of course. One thing to keep in mind, make sure when you put down this little bar right here, make sure you push it down really hard, because, not like hard, but make sure it's in place, because if you don't, we've read online that you get some spillage and stuff like that. But once the cup here is done, it basically, when you lift up this, it's going to drop into a container in the back there, so that's how you get the milk pod out. Alright, so there it went, it dropped back there. So now we're going to put in the actual coffee here, like so. Put this down. Don't hesitate when you put down the lever, just push it all the way down. I'm not going to break anything, like so. Now we hit the espresso button, and it should start. It's flashing, so it's telling me to wait a second. Alright. Hit the espresso button. And the espresso coffee is coming out. That's a good sign too. Ooh, it smells good. It smells just like a Starbucks milk. I'm curious to see how the milk pod tastes, because we've read online that the milk pod kind of tastes kind of funky, but like I said before, I'm going to demonstrate this exactly as it comes with the machine, but normally I would actually froth the milk myself, so yeah. Oh, you actually have to hit the button twice. See? I don't know these things. These are the things you got to know when you try it. It's my first time ever doing it. There we go. It smells good. It actually smells like a Starbucks mocha. Now, I'm kind of curious to see, using this chocolate powder here. Of course, this isn't exactly what Starbucks uses, their mocha, but I'm curious to see how well that holds up. And then the milk pod, obviously. I would recommend you actually froth your own milk. All right, we got this. Let's get the spoon here and mix it up. That. And now for the taste test. See if it actually does taste like it. Sort of does. I'm guessing because I used this. It's different chocolate than what Starbucks uses, but if I use the mocha powder that actually comes with Starbucks, I'm sure it would taste just like it. But anyway, it tastes pretty good, but it's exactly not like the one you'd get at the store. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this little walkthrough demo of it. If you have any questions, please leave them below. As always, you can follow me on Twitter. It's twitter.com/ToddKEdwards. Also head over to toddkedwards.com, where I have an Ask section. If you have a future video or a question you want answered that I'll go through, it's right there. The links will all be below. As always, guys, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please press the subscribe button. And as always, guys, I'll see you next time.